Welcome. This is going to be a preview of Blood on the Sands, which is going to be run by the Scab League on Saturday 9th of May, which is 2 days time from now. Before we look at the rule set, just have a look at the standings for the Southeast Tournament Series so far. And we've had 4 events in the series, and these are the top 5 in each of the categories. So the top 3 will get a NAF big metal pin, as will the top stunty. These awards here are sort of handshake awards, so we'll give you a handshake and a pat on the back. They're just sort of nice to have, and hopefully will motivate people to be a bit more engaged and maybe go to a few more tournaments. So in the standings, I should have done this earlier because it takes a while to refresh. We've got Miss Spelltree leading the way. She's got 71 points, and that's quite a solid lead from coming second in the Kent Team Championship, which will be the 32, and then winning the Bribe Swim Break. So Amsel is second, Salty Sea Winch on 61, so 10 points behind. Theoretically, this lower score could get improved to 26, but at the moment Tree's got quite a sizable lead. And then there's a big drop down to James, GJ703 in third place. He's only played 2 tournaments so far. Looking at who's attending from the top 20 that we've got here, so Salty Sea Wench, Grimhack in 6th, myself in 8th, and Borek, G, Graham in 18th are all going to be there, so we'll all be looking to move up the leaderboard a little bit. So Blood on the Sands, it's the first 11s tournament that's being run by Damology, who some of you may know. He previously was the #1 ranked coach on Fumble for a little while. He plays in the Scab League. He's run a Gutter Bowl tournament previously, but this is his first 11th event. He's been helped by Fluffles and the Canaries, who are both in the league. So it's a Tomb King themed tournament. If you want to read the fluff, it's all available. You can find the links on the Discord. It's going to be at the Bursting, where we run a large number of our events, and officially is the worst hotel in the country. But they give us a big room for not much money, so yeah, it's also, in a way, it's a tourist attraction on its own. So we've got 4 tiers here, and we've got skill points, and you'll notice that the primary skill, and Damo would like me to point out that he also won the first ever Kent Team Championship, so that's a an acknowledgement. That was the one before it became a NAF event when we were testing it out. So we've got here how skill points are used. So effectively 2 points for primary, 4 points for secondary, but 1 additional point for an elite skill. And you can stack on certain teams. And we've got the tiering here. I guess the notable thing is Bretonians are in with 3 of the stunty teams to encourage people to use them. Some people might be abusing this, mentioning no names. We'll see who that is in a minute. Lots of the regular inducements, and excitingly the Canopic Jar from the Tomb King Spike. And that will, once per game at the start of your turn, you can open the jar, roll a d6, and one of these fun things will happen for you. So I don't know how many people have taken one, and yeah, we'll have to see that. It's not available on Tour Play, so if anyone's got 50,000 left in their treasury, that's probably what they're using up. It's a nice little bit of fun. And there's also, I believe, I've looked it up, but it's all in the rules pack anyway. There's 2 coaches who've got the Canopic Jar. Excellent. We'll find out who they are in a bit. I didn't need to look that up on a different place. And then we've got a Blood on the Sands weather table, which is sweltering heat, very sunny, they're regular, and then 11 and 12 are replaced by earthquakes, which means that everyone in one wide zone is placed prone, and sandstorm, where rushes are -1. There's also then a kickoff table, which is slightly different. I won't go through all of that now. I'm sure some of that will come up and cause a lot of fun. So we've got here the pre-event seeding, which is based on a spreadsheet that I created, and somehow I'm the top ranked coach with Ferret second. I think it's because the top ranked coaches know Bretonians are where it's at. Schoolie B, who's Barry, he's a very good coach, currently I believe leading the London series. Fourth ranked is Salty Sea Wench, who, as we know, second in the Southeast series. Fifth is Damo, who probably won't be playing because we currently have an odd number of players. And then sixth and seventh, exactly joint, are Primac and Coach Kev. Then both from Brighton. Then we've got 8th and 9th, almost on a similar score. Yance and Devil Eyes, both from Scab. And then rounding up the top 10 is Swamp Monkey, who I think might be the only coach that I've not met, or if I have, I've forgotten that I've met them. You can see over here though, not many coaches are using a favoured team. Only 5 coaches have a ranking with the team they're using over 150. And all of these coaches here are using a team for the first time, or it might be their first tournament, which I know is the case for Dan here. He might be the only one. So now we get to the fun bit, and we're going to look through everyone's rosters. I will do it quite quick because it's nearly lunchtime and I will get hungry. But there we go. So first up we have James Fluffles, who is one of the people helping Damo run the event and campaigned to ensure that Snotlings weren't too highly tiered. So they are, where are they, for tier 3? I think maybe originally we had them in tier 2. So he's got all of the toys apart from the one of Flingers, and 3 rerolls, rookies, 1 bribe, and Noblar. So I know he's borrowing my Noblar models. That's interesting. So the obviously Noblar gets sent off after a drive. That would use a bribe, so might not have too much pump wagon fouling going on. And he's lost skill points for taking Noblar. So he's got 2 guard pump wagons, block troll, and a bullseye and strong arm troll. And having played against bullseye recently, I know it can be very, very annoying if it works. But we will see. Call this team Damo Loves Us, because he gave the Sotlings more love than perhaps they were originally going to get. Next up, we've got Graham Borek G, who's I think I've very rarely seen him take anything other than dwarfs. He's played OWA, which obviously Damo apparently hates Snotlings so much. I'm with you there. They destroyed my team a few weeks ago. So Graham basically only plays dwarfs, and when I've not seen him play something other than dwarfs, it's OWA because they have dwarfs. So he's gone all of the positionals and 6 linos, no apothecary. Take an additional lino instead. I think I would take an Apo just because it's cheaper than another lino and it might keep one of your positionals on the pitch. But there we go. He plays dwarfs a lot more than I do. Damien thinks it's a good rule set for dwarfs. Why is that? What have we given them? Oh, tier 3, 20 skill points. Okay, that's yeah, it's not bad. He's got a dirty player, sneaky get lino. It's the first time I've seen a dwarf in the new rule set with fouling skills. That would be fun. He's got 2 dwarf blitz of the guard, runner with block, runner with on the ball, which is going to be helpful with positioning. Stand firm Troll Slayer and Mighty Blaze Troll Slayer. So yeah, as Dame was saying, using non-elites obviously that allows you to get a bit more for your money. So he's got non-elite stack there, because dwarfs allow stack. Stand firm on the slayers, nice stops so you won't about counter served, and on the ball helps with positioning on your drive. So yeah, we'll see how he does, but I'm looking forward to this guy Artemis Frostgrave getting sent off first turn every game. That'd be fun. Coach Kev is next, playing Skaven. He's got Thunder Rats. Yeah, only 2 guard on a draft team, but you can't get much more anymore, can you? We will see. So Thunder Rats, it's got the Thundercats logo turned into a rat there, which is quite cool. He's gone for Skaven, who obviously Captain Oates has said are dead, but were ridiculously overpopulated at NAF Champs because they were under-tiered. 4 rerolls is a lot of rerolls of Skaven. 4 rerolls, 13 players. All the positionals but except the thrower, to get that in, and an apothecary. So he's going big on effectively these 5 players. What skills have you got? So gutter runners, block and sidestep. Hopefully he's practiced the one turner. Skaven blitzers with break tackle. It's yeah, it's nice for them to be able to dodge out on a 2 and dodge into a cage on the same as a gutter runner. I found when I've used Skaven, it's it's the same as 4 gutter runners. It's the same, which is basically correct. I've found that I've not used it super much. But there we go, and he's got 3 Wrestle Clan Rats, Juggernaut Rat Ogre. So yeah, I'd imagine he's practiced his one turning. They really don't need elites, do they? So that's a really good use of all the skill points available. Yeah, I mean, I picked Kev to win. I think it was Spring Break and jinxed him. So I will now say that Kev is going to finish dead last and not win a game, and hopefully do the opposite of that, because Kev definitely deserves a trophy win. So that's an anti-jinx. Next up we have Ghost. He's Dusty Robes team. Nice, I didn't realise the pun until I said it out loud. So Ghost has been playing Tomb Kings quite a lot. The highest ranked Scottish Tomb King player. And he has got all of the positionals, 3 rerolls, 1 coach. And he's not got a picture. I have to work out who it is when we get there. So we've got 2 blitzers, tackle and mighty blow. That's quite nice. I'm not sure how many elves there are to deal with tackle, but as you can see, all the other skills are elites, so he didn't have any cash, any skill points available for another elite, and 2 guardians, 2 block throwers, quite a few stunty teams. We've not come to them yet, but hopefully Ghost will be paired up against one and punch them to the ground. Oh no, we're still in the Snotlings. Sorry, it's been a long week already. So 2 guardians, 2 naked guardians, 2 block throwers, mighty blow, blitzer, tackle. So they are hit quite hard with an elite tax, aren't they? Because you'd want to be able to skill these 2 guys as well. I didn't show the racial breakdown earlier. I showed the seeding. Where's the racial breakdown? Here it is. So 3 Skaven, 2 Brets, 2 Dwarfs, 2 Gnome, 2 Goblins, 2 Snotlings. Okay, yeah, quite a lot of stunties, a couple of elves. Okay, and AWA with a dodge catcher. Yeah, so tackle be, and Skaven obviously as well. So tackle will be useful in quite a lot of those matchups. That screen, no, I showed. So this shows you the races, but it doesn't summarize them in quite the same way that this one does, that my mathematical brain requires. Anyway, on with the show. So yeah, I expect Ghost to do all right with that, but obviously he'd want a few more teams. Then we've got me with Brett's on the Beach. So this is Bretonian team with just one little friend here, Mr. Squawg. I played a practice game against Ashley the other day and did not do very well. I've played a collective of 2 games with Bretonians, so it'll be interesting to see how they go. So I've got 2 of the Grail Knights, 2 catchers, Thrower, Skrorg, 7 squires, so 13 players. And I have got 2 dodge catchers, leader thrower, guard, and strip ball on the Grail Knight. And it took me a while to remember earlier why I've got strip ball, but it's because it's a non-elite, and we've got tackle on a squire here. So yeah, I'm interested to see how they play. The games I've played so far have not been amazing, but we will see. I've got a nicely painted relatively for me Bretonian team to use. Disgusting abuse here from Starfair, who is also smart enough to realise that taking Bretonians is the way to go. However, he's got Mr. Overward instead of Skrorg, so he's only got 11 players, so it is a bit light relative to my roster. He's got 2 rerolls and a mascot and a leader. He's got block and leader on the thrower. That's quite nice. Keep the leader alive. 1 wrestle catcher, 1 guard, Grail Knight, 1 tackle, mighty blow, Grail Knight. That's pretty nice, isn't it? But only 11 players in an apothecary, which can now be used on star players. So I'd imagine he'll be saving the apothecary for in case Mr. Overward gets himself hurt. Next up, we've got Jody Roshinator and the Golden Ghouls. Jody was one of the people who run the Egham event, which was in the series earlier. He took vampires then and did alright, so he's obviously played them a fair bit. He has got 2 runners, 2 throwers, 1 blitzer, and 1 varg. No apothecary, 3 rerolls. Apparently he's the 6th best vampire coach in the UK. So he's gone mighty blow on the varg, so he's got claw, mighty blow. So it's he's basically got Skrorg as well. So I don't think you can claim I was abusing it too much. Vampire thrower, leader, and pro on the throwers. When vampires came out, I thought pro on everyone would be the way to go. But it's a nice no block on the varg. Well, just roll power, it's easy. So yeah, runner with dodge, blitzer with strip ball. I like that. Big fan of that. Another runner with pro. Obviously he's not been able to fit many elites in at all, has he? So if you bumped 2 more up to elites, you'd be down. You'd then lose one skill. So you'd have an unskilled vampire, which is definitely not ideal. But it'd be interesting to see how he gets on. I've not played against vampires in the new. So we will see. Pro is still very good. Yeah. So Amsel's Salty Sea Winch saying it's the way to go. Next up, who was this? Dwarfs. Ryan, the gaming dwarf, playing dwarfs. He has got 11 players, 2 slayers, 1 blitzer, 1 runner, and Mr. Skrorg, his emotional support yeti. So 11 players, 2 rerolls, no ape. He's got 2 guard slayers, block on the runner, mighty blow on the blitzer. So lowered guard, but all those are skills that you want. Lowing guard, yeah, low in guard and low on positionals. But if you just roll 8s with Mr. Snowpout, that's all you really need. So yeah, Ryan's played him a couple of times, played him online, and he had a draw in Brighton earlier this year. Then we've got Simon, Uncle Nunkle. So he's one of the Squog is gameplay, and the other 10 are just there because I'm not allowed to only bring a Squog. It would be nice if we could bring 11 Squogs, wouldn't it? That'd be fun. I think that would probably not be allowed, but yeah, it's Squog and friends. Right, so this is Uncle and Uncle with Nurgle. So it's a 12-player roster. The Pestigores, Bloaters, what's born, as you'd expect. 3 rerolls and 50k left over for the Canopic Jar for maximum chaos. Oh gosh, look at all those skills. That is a lot of skills, and he's gone super fun. So the bloaters have all got tentacles. Stand firm, Rotspawn, Fen Pestigores, Disturbing Presence, Rotter Lyman. Oh my gosh, that's going to be such an annoying team to play against. You just won't be able to do anything. Yeah, Simon loves chaos. Yeah, he's going to have a lot of fun. Definitely going to have a lot of fun with that. And Canopic Jar for extra madness. So would you use the Canopic Jar turn 1 of the first half? So number 1, 2 players randomly lose movement armor. 2, you get Disturbing Presence on a couple of players. I don't know if there's a ruling on whether you could re-roll that if you get Disturbing Presence on someone who's already got it. Damo, I don't know if you want to have a think about that now. So you can auto succeed a dodge roll on 3. You get Trickster on one of your players. Yeah, that's nice. Number 5, you get an extra armor point and mighty blow for the drive. And on 6, until the end of the team turn, all players increase the movement by 1, and into the drive, 1 player is put in reserves and can't be set up for the next drive. So actually, turn 1 of the first half, if you're receiving, that wouldn't be the worst because they'd be back for the second half. Or turn 1 of the second half if you're receiving, because you probably won't need them turn 8, or your opponent's turn 8. There we go. Right, where were we at? So yeah, so that was Simon's team. Then we got Mike Mordini playing High Elves. So the Lions are effectively catchers, Dragon Princes, Blitzers, Phoenix Warriors, so 2-2-1, which I think is the right call. 12 players, 2 rerolls, and an Apo, and a temporary cheerleader, which you can get for 5k as an inducement. Left over 5k. So he's got dodge, 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 and leader. Pretty solid elfing. Would I drop these elites to be able to get an extra skill overall? I don't think so. I think that's the right way to do it in this rule set. So 3 rerolls with the leader, lots of dodge. I think that's pretty good. I've not seen Mike play elves before. I know he plays orcs quite a lot. Good point. Unless you're kicking against Skaven, in which case you'd want to play on the pitch with the Canopic Jar. Right, that was Mike. Then we've got Jack, the ultimate champion. So Jack is Fluffle's son. He's gonna say 12, I think. He's played in the league before, but with the change to secondary school, he hasn't for a little while. He's gone for Gobblings, little green killer machines. So, not all the fun things. He hasn't got a bomber. Oh no, he's got bomber triple stun instead. Yep, okay. He hasn't got the hooligan for fouling. He's got 3 bribes, no Apo. So obviously bomber's got Kaboom. He's got jump up Pograph, block fanatic, sure feet on the Dune Diver, strong on the troll, all on the other troll. Saboteur. Saboteur is the one where you get blown up. You can blow up your opponent if you get knocked down. I've not seen anyone have that yet, so that'd be fun. So Jack is the guy who chainsawed my War Dancer to death turn 1 or 2 of our league game a few seasons ago. So yeah, he'll have fun with that hopefully. I've not seen him in a while, so it'd be nice to see him as he hasn't been down. We then got Dan C, who plays in a Scab League. He's taken humans. He has gone Ogre, 2 blitzers, 1 third, 2 catches, 1 halfling, which seems like the right build. Saboteur is fun for when you want to 9 the chainsaw cage dive. Yes, yeah, indeed. You're going down, but so are they. And chainsaws can dodge ons with stunty these days, so let's we'll have to make sure he knows that before his first game, unless he's playing against me, in which case we won't tell him. He'll just chainsaw my players to death anyway. It's almost irrelevant. So yeah, 4 rerolls on the humans with an Apo, and we've got 2 Mighty Blow blitzers. One of them is the captain. Sidestep catchers, 2 of them. Guard, ogre, leader thrower, 5 rerolls. Oh my gosh, that is a lot of rerolls, isn't it? Kick on a lino. So I've not seen Dan play humans. I've not seen him play much at all. He's just joined the league. I know him from when we both used to work together a long time ago. And I know he's quite a good gamer. So we will see. Seeding should be done by race ranking, not code. It is, look. There you go, seeding by race ranking. So me and you, 12th and 13th. Definitely out of the running. No one needs to worry about us. They can all just concede and go home. Where do we get to? Canary. So this is Matt, who's a relatively new player. He's come to a few tournaments before and will be... he was somewhere high up in the newcomer standings of sets a little while ago. He might jump up in that. So he's got 1 Pyres too. He has gone not the Vargo, so I think this is the way that I would build them in the old rules. I know people favour the Varg a bit more now that Hypno's trickier. So you've got 2 runners, 2 throwers, blitzer, players to 13, 5 rerolls, 5 beautiful rerolls, 1 reroll per vampire, which is perfect. Throwers have got block, runners have got dodge, kick on the blitzer, kick on the thrall, sorry, which is quite nice. I'd probably change that for strip ball on the blitzer, but it's quite good. I've played a couple of practice games against Matt, and he's doing all right with him in his first league season. So hopefully he will do okay with him on Saturday. Then we've got Beach Gnomes, which is Elliot Devil Eyes' Gnomes. He has gone for both the Foxes, obviously, both the Beastmasters, both the Trees, and Crumbleberry. I've not seen anyone use them yet, but they've probably been banned a fair bit in tournaments. And yeah, so that'd be interesting to see. Yeah, you can naturally 1 turn with them if Grak picks up Crumbleberry, runs 5 squares, puts Crumbleberry in front of him, so that's 6 squares, and then Crumbleberry can move 5, so that's 11, and he just needs 2 rushes somewhere along the line for effectively a natural 1 turner. The only problem is if you pick up on the Foxes to give it to them, the Fox won't let go of it. So skills, he's gotten dodge on the Beastmaster is solid, 1 bullseye tree man, very annoying, 2 diving tackle, and dodge. And yeah, that is exactly why Grak and Crumbleberry get banned, because they could do that. So it'd be nice to see if he manages it, unless he's playing me, in which case I hope it doesn't ever work. Where do we get to? Ricky. So this is Ricky's first tournament. He's a new player in our league. I think he played maybe 1 or 2 games before he joined the league, but he's having a lot of fun. And actually, I think I walked past him on my walk to on the school one today, but I forgot to say hello because I drove past him and then walked back past him, potentially. Anyway, this is me rambling on. So Broken Star coaches are the worst. No one should be friends with them. Welcome to Ricky's team with Bomber Dribble Stomp. 2 bribes. 16 players. He's not got the rookies, and I think maybe that might be perhaps inexperience. I don't know if he's played somethings before, but without the rookies, they can suffer a lot of attrition. But he's got 2 bribes, keep Bomber and the Pump Wagons on. He's got all the toys apart from the Fun Hopper. So he's got Sneaky Git on the Lino, Guard on a Troll, Sneaky Git on a Lino, Accurate on a Troll. That's not many skills at all, is it? Feels very light. Oh, he has 1 skill point left over. Okay. Hold on, Accurate on a Troll. Surely Strong Arm is oh yeah. So he did message earlier say or the other day to say, oh, roster's locked. I will need to make a change. So I think Damo will be allowing him to make a change. He didn't realise there was a cut off. But yeah, I assume you want Strong Arm on the Troll, which will save you 2 skill points. You can put something elsewhere to give you a bit more. Maybe something on one of the wagons. Anyway, we'll see what he ends up with on Saturday. Right, Schoolie B, Barry. He's the only OWA coach, I think. He's got 13 players. Tree Man, which is the correct choice. Blitzer, Slayer, Blitzer, Human Thrower, Human Catcher, Dwarf Linos, 3 Human Linos, and a Halfling. So I took them to Egham, and I actually prefer the Dwarf one. It's a little bit more likely to stay on the pitch. You don't want to be passing or handing off the ball, and he has sprint. So I think I prefer the Dwarf one a little bit, but there we go. 2 rerolls. Apo. So skills wise, he's got 2 guard on the Blitzer, the Slayer. Mighty Blow, Human Blitzer, which would be very annoying. Human Thrower with Leader, so 3rd reroll. Human Catcher with Block. That's fairly solid. I've not played against him, but he's done well at a good few tournaments, so he must be a good coach. So I'm sure he'll be alright with him. This is Ashley. I think, is it? Let me just double check before I say it wrong. Yeah, Ashley, FIFA88, whose Tomb Kings destroyed my Bretts the other day. Despite me removing 3 Tomb Guardians in the first half, he beat me. So he's got 2 Guardians, 2 Break Tackle Guardians, which he didn't get to use because I got rid of them. Mighty Blow Blitzer on the ball thrower, Lino with Kick. 3 rerolls, 1 coach, and team mascot, so 3.5 rerolls. But yeah, he did okay with them, and he's a reasonably solid player, so I expect to do okay with him as well. Now, Amsel, you're not going to trick me. This team here, the Elven Union, I don't think is an elf team. Let's just have a quick look and check. So yeah, none of these players look like elves to me. This is a goblin team with Mr. the Unstoppable, who's very nice, isn't he? Very nice. 300k for being able to. Oh, where is he? So block, break, tackle, defensive juggernaut, loner, sprint, sure feet, thick skull, unsteady, unstoppable momentum, which is an extra. Oh, these Santa's elves are the little ones. Makes sense now. Which allows you to get an extra dice on a block or reroll or something similar to that. I forget exactly because most people ban him. I mean, he's very nice. It's going to be a very difficult to play against. And then we got 2 trolls, Fanatic Hooligan, Looning. It's a reroll. Okay, cool. So troll with pro, I like that. Will stop you eating your goblins when you want to throw. Bullseye and strong arm. I mean, that obviously that troll's now not going to get to throw them because this one is going to be ridiculously good at it. So that is strong arm will make passing a 4+. Also, so a 4+ to hit the ball carrier from not far away. That's good, isn't it? It's very annoying. Very, very annoying. Mighty Blow Fanatic, which I think is probably better than it was Block that we saw earlier, I think. Saboteur Looney for the funds. Yep. Cage diving and knocking people over even if you fail. I think that's a really good choice. I do like that. Lethal Flight, so that was the one that's getting thrown. Yeah, I think Amstel's going to have a lot of fun with that for sure. Oh, it's got a little Santa hat. Yeah, nice. Right, nearly there. Damo is probably not playing, but we'll have a look at his 9 team anyway. He had 5k left over, which he could have spent on a cheerleader. So he had Jordell. Oh gosh, star abuse. 2 Tree Man, 2 Beastmaster, 2 Foxes, Jordell, who will do everything, dodge on all of the players, on the Beastmasters and the gnomes. I mean that's a pretty solid. Damus obviously knows what he's doing. But yeah, he should have taken the Apo because he didn't know he could use it on stars. What would you have to drop to get the Apo? Team mascot's 25. Team mascot on 1 player. Gets you there, I think. Plus a 5k. Okay, I mean, but that's a nice team where you can just shove dodge on all your names, isn't it? Primhack, who changed his mind about 34 times. He's gone for Chaos Chosen. He's got. Well, I don't know why they say Chaos Chosen there. I thought they were Chaos blockers. Maybe that's wrong. So he's got the Ogre, 4 blockers, 7 Beastmen, 12 players, Apo, 3 rerolls, and mascot. And on the blockers, 2 block, 1 prehensile tile, 1 break tackled. Okay. Block 2 heads Beastman, who's obviously going to be doing a lot of the work. Tackle on the other Beastman. Yeah. And guard on the Ogre. Yeah, I mean, like, Chaos are fun. Chaos are fun. It's just whether you get enough compared to what other people get. This is David Macy, who's playing Dark Elves. He's playing them in our league at the moment. How is he? He's been doing okay actually this season. Let's see. So we have tiers, promotion, and relegation. So David has won 2 of his 3 games, which is probably more games than he's won in the last few seasons combined. But yeah, obviously Primhack, as David says, we're leaning into non-elite skills to maximise what you can take. So this is David playing Dark Elves, which is playing the season. 3 rerolls, 1 runner, 1 assassin, 2 blitzers, witch elves, 3 rerolls. It's very similar. So you've got 12 players. So it's fairly similar to what I took to enough championships and did bad with in terms of the composition of the team. I think I had 1 fewer lino, which allowed me to get a mascot and an Apo somehow. I forget exactly. Anyway, we've got 2 block witches, 2 dodge blitzers, dodge assassin, sprint on the runner. I was waiting for David's fun skill, and there it is. So David very much plays for the fun of the game. I've never seen him play a game without a smile on his face. And sprint on the runner, probably playing into that. But these are all very solid skills on the rest of his team. So hopefully he will do okay. There's a lot of scab players here. I think 10 or 13 or something like that. Marianne Yance is another one. So she's gone for Skaven and 13 players, all the position we should expect with 3 rerolls, Apo, and 2 coaches. And block rack ogre, tackle and frenzy blitzers, hit and run gutter runner. That's a right. So you get 9, 10, 11. The 1 push gets you an actual 1 turn effectively if you can use blitz. Block on the other gutter, block on the thrower. She's I know she's won a sevens tournament with Skaven, but I don't know how she's done otherwise. And then Stephen Swampy Smith, Swamp Monkey, who like I say, I think is perhaps the only coach that I don't know. He's taken Skaven, same makeup, I think, all over here, pretty much. Block back ogre, kick thrower, guard, break tackle blitzers, one side step gutter, one block gutter, fairly solid. So that's all of the teams for Blood on the Sands, which is coming up in 2 days' time. I think, who would I pick to win this one? I mean, I'm going to pick Ferret because he's got Griff and no one else does. So let's go with that. But it's a 3-game tournament, so anything could happen. I don't know who anyone else thinks might be the favourite, but Ferret, his last tournament was winning the English Inter-Series Cup for the Southeast, which was excellent. And just to remind everyone that the top 4 from the tournament series will be invited to form a team for next year. So this year we had Star Ferret, Torquemada, Hex Baron, and Total Fuzzy Logic. And yeah, at the moment, if we took the top 4, it's Miss Beltry, Salty Sea Winch, James Goldsmith, and Larkland. Obviously, some of this will change in the coming months, but what's everyone saying? Damien thinks Ferret on me. I am not confident with Brett, so I would not put any money on me. Marianne with Rats, Gaming Dwarf with Squawk Doors, really likes that. Amsel saying Griff. Griff always wins. Griff is just a natural winner. Oh, wrong one. So not Kev, obviously definitely not Kev. Kev has no chance. There's your anti-jinx again, Kev. Yeah, just having a look through again. Or Schooly B, as I said, he's a very good player. So I will go Ferret first, Schooly B second, and I'm going to go for Jody Washington third, because his dice are going to be amazing, and he's going to roll 3s on all of them. So Captain Oak says Schooly B will win. That's why I'm not coming. Do you not have fun when you don't win? I definitely get grumpy when I don't win sometimes, but not as grumpy as one of my opponents in NAF championships. But that's another story. I'm going to go and get lunch. See everyone who's there on Saturday, and everyone who isn't there, see you sometime in the future. Good afternoon.